Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ayana and we are back today with another hair video. Today's video is going to be all about how I keep my hair thick, healthy, prevent shedding and breakage, and what you can do if you are noticing that your hair is thinning or breaking as well. So this video is going to be broken up into 3 parts. The first part is going to be basically the supplements that I take in order to promote a healthy scalp and to facilitate hair growth. As you know, when you age, your hair thins a bit, and so I'm getting up there in age. I'm gonna be 36 next week. Shout out to all my Aquariuses. And so I take supplements. And so that's going to be the first part. The second part is going to be the products that I use when I start to notice hair breakage. I mentioned in my previous videos, if you haven't seen them, check them out. I'm going to link them below. But I mentioned that when your hair is broken and damaged, sometimes you just have to cut it off and start growing healthy hair. Start again. But when you notice hair breaking, you can sort of catch it at the beginning, and these are the products that I use to repair and rebuild my strands when they are breaking, thinning. And so I only pull these products out at times of damage. So I'm going to mention that, and that's part 2. And then part 3 is going to include the tips, the things that I do differently when I'm noticing that my hair is struggling, that it's becoming a little bit thinner and breaking at the ends. I'm going to timestamp each part below just so that if you don't need to take supplementation because you have a very healthy diet, your hair's not thinning, you're not of age, you're younger, you can just skip that part and go straight to the part that you need. Hopefully you enjoyed the videos. Before we start the video, I just want to say thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you to everyone who's been liking, commenting, sharing. I see you guys. If you are on a healthy journey and you have not yet subscribed, whether it's a healthy hair journey, a healthy body journey, this page is about all of that. And so this is the place to be. You will not be disappointed. Hit the subscribe button and join the family. Okay guys, so for the first part of this video, we're gonna talk about the supplements that I take. Now, I have to start by saying if you have a very rich diet full of healthy foods, you may not need to take supplements. I do eat well, but I know sometimes I'm lacking in certain food groups, and so I do take supplements. Along with a once-a-day woman's vitamin, I also take these 2 things for healthy hair. Okay, and so the first thing is my Nature's Bounty biotin supplements, right? So most of us have heard of biotin, we may have even taken them, but do we know what they are and how much we should be taking? So basically biotin is a B vitamin. Your body needs it just in order to function properly. You do need it. Most of us can get it from our diet if you eat egg yolks, spinach, but B vitamin or biotin deficiency can lead to hair thinning. And so as you get older, if your diet is not that great, you might want to take it just to supplement. The recommended dose is between 2 and 5 milligrams. And I take 2,500 micrograms, which is 2.5 milligrams. And that is all. Okay, so I find that it has helped me. I started a fitness journey, as most of you know, and I started taking these during that time, and I saw a lot of hair growth. And so I would recommend it again if you feel like your diet may need something to support it. The second supplement that I take is my Vitaprotein collagen. Ladies, especially if you are over 35, you really want to look into taking collagen as a supplement just anyway. Collagen is very good for thinning hair. It supports your dermis, the skin layer of your scalp, so you can grow healthy hair and prevent excessive shedding. The hair follicle cells also use collagen in order to make keratin protein, which, as we know, we need for strong, healthy hair growth. So many benefits, skin, joints as well. Especially as you age, it's really something that you want to consider, but I really recommend it for overall health. Now we're going to get into the products that I use when I start to notice that my hair is breaking and becoming thinner. Again, as I said, I only utilize these products when my hair is damaged. I do not use this in my normal daily routine or weekly routine. And so the first one that I want to mention is this Olaplex number 3, right? So I've used this before, especially when I first colored my hair. I noticed I have color around my hairline, and I noticed that I started to have little breakaway, flyaway pieces in the front. And so I use it. It's a pre shampoo treatment. And so you put this in before you wash. And so you keep it in for about 20 minutes and rinse it out, wash as normal, condition as normal. They have a whole line. This is the only product I've ever used from the line. And so in my experience, I can only talk about this product, and I do believe that it works. But I will say this, it does work slowly. It is not something that you're going to use and notice right away a change. And I think the reason for that is because it says use 1 time per week. For damaged hair, 2 to 3 times. I have a perm in my hair. I don't wash my hair 2 to 3 times per week. I wash my hair once every 2 weeks. Sometimes I push to 3. And so I'm not using it at the recommended amount because, you know, this is for people who may not have relaxed hair. They may have damage due to coloring. And so I was using it a lot less than what is recommended. And so it just took longer for me to notice, you know, a change. But it is a good product and I would recommend it, but be prepared to, you know, see results a little bit later on. The next product, and I'm gonna do a split screen so you guys can actually see the product, is the Living Proof Restore Repair Leave-In, right? And I still use this every month. I go to the hair salon and get my hair professionally done, styled, roots blown once a month. That's the only time I put heat in my hair. And I use this as a, you know, leave-in kind of conditioner to strengthen and transform is what it says. I use this as a heat protectant, right? Because after my hair is washed and conditioned, I get a deep conditioner and then I put this in. It's claim to fame. It says it on the website that it also works as a heat protectant. And so I feel like this is a good product. I've used it, like I said, during times of damage. I still use it. And I think that has protected my hair, allowed me to retain the length that I have, even with the color that I put in it. And I think it's a good product. I would recommend it, especially if you are noticing that your ends are breaking, you use heat on your hair, excessive heat. You know, this will protect from that heat. And it's also supposed to be repairing and restoring your hair to its natural state on a molecular level. I recommend it. I've used it. It's a tried and true. I have it, and I would recommend that you get it too. The last product I don't have now, but I want to mention it because several people have asked about it after my products video, right? Some people do not like drugstore products. I understand, but I have no problem with drugstore products if they work in my hair. And so my products review video included drugstore products. If you feel like your hair is bougie and you cannot use those cheap products, a product that I would recommend is I think it's called Oribe, O-R-I-B-E. Their Gold Lust line. I have used that before. It was actually, believe it or not, my hair was damaged and I had to cut it and due to a bad kind of perming experience. And I also think I had just had a baby, and so hormonal stuff. It was recommended to me by a friend who had used it and then stopped. And so she gave me like the little product she had left and I tried it and I liked it. So I repurchased it and I used it for a little while, and I will say that it works. It does repair your hair. I did have to cut my hair, but the hair that was on my head, I found that it was stronger, it had body, it had life. It very much did what it claimed to do. Repair and restore, again, like I said, with the other product on a molecular level. I recommend it. The problem with it is that it is very pricey. That line, I think the cheapest product which is the shampoo. And y'all know how I feel about shampoos. I feel like any shampoo will do. But the cheapest product, which is the shampoo, is like $49. The most expensive product is $66. So if you have the coin to spend, it's definitely a line that will work to repair your hair. You will notice the effects sooner than later. So now we're going to get into the next part of this video, and that is the tips, the things that I do differently when I start to notice that my hair is breaking, damaged, or just really struggling. The body is gone. The first thing that I want to say before I even get into the things is that you should be assessing your hair daily. When you comb your hair, right, we're combing in the mirror, look down in the sink, look down on the counter. Are you noticing a lot of broken pieces, a lot of damaged hair? then you know you might want to start using the hair repair products that I mentioned, or your own hair repair products. Are you noticing a lot of strands, much more hair, long strands than usual, your hair thinning? Then you might want to start taking supplements or even go to the doctor. There are a lot of medical conditions that can be causing hair thinning, especially if other symptoms are associated with that. So, you know, you want to look into those things and address them. You should be assessing it. It's a sign of your health and the health of your hair. So what I do differently, my hair is now breaking. Besides using the products that I mentioned, I do not put heat on my hair. That's the first thing. I literally will not put heat in my hair. So I do a lot of heatless styles, or just put it in a bun. So I will wash it, let it air dry, slick it into a smooth bun, whether I use mousse or whether I just overload it with oil. And then I would keep it up like how it is today. The reason why my hair is up right now is because I told you guys I put heat in my hair once a month. My birthday, like I said, it's coming up next week. And so I'm saving it. I'm saving my heat application for my birthday so I can have a do-up, a glow-up for that day. That's the first tip. The second tip is maybe trim your ends. If you're having split ends, you might want to, I told you I trim my ends two times a year. So you might want to trim it at that point to sort of, if it's splitting, to kind of stop the damage at the trim level. Tip number 3, if you're not deep conditioning, you do want to deep condition because if your hair is dry and brittle, it's much more likely to break, and you want to start softening that hair and kind of making sure it's moisturized and it's healthy. So a lot of us skip that step. I see a lot of us skip that step when we go to the hair salon. They're in a rush. We don't deep condition. Don't skip that step, especially if you're noticing breakage. Another tip for when I notice my hair is starting to be a little bit more damaged, protective styles. Now, it depends on the type of, if you're noticing that your hair is starting to thin, I would not recommend protective style because protective styles can thin your hair and oftentimes do. Now, if we have a healthy head of hair, we don't really notice it. But there's tension when you put in braids, and especially tension when you put in weaves. And so you might want to hold off of that if your hair is thinning. If it's breaking, then you might want to consider putting a protective style in just to spare your ends, okay? Keep your ends moisturized. Again, I said tie your hair down. This is just a normal thing that you should be doing anyway, but especially when your hair is breaking. Ladies, please, my last tip. Please, when you are combing your hair, stop using those tiny, thin rat tail combs. The ones that are for parting only. We should not be using that comb to comb our hair. I do not even use the next size up. I use a wide tooth comb when I am combing my hair only. That's the only comb that I use, a wide tooth comb. So those habits will kind of help to spare your ends, protect your hair, and it really should help with any thinning or breakage that you start to notice. So hopefully that helped. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you for the next video.